Hello and welcome back. This is part 2 of my Cobra 142 restoration. What I'm doing here now is I'm just taking some baseline measurements, seeing how things work before I put in the new electrolytics, and then I'll do a tune-up as well to it as well. So right now I'm on channel 40. At the top there I have my MFJ antenna tuner, and it has a built-in dummy load, 300 watt dummy load. So I am on that setting right now. And I just have a Turner Plus 3 mic hooked up here. So first off, I am have my modulation meter set. I'm on CB and I am on AM. Okay, let me key the mic. So on that meter you can see some modulation is happening. Testing 1 2 3 4 1 2. We look up on the MFJ, it's about 3 watts AM. 1 2 1 2 1 2. I don't know if you can pick it up on the video here, but there is a slight hum. There is a service bulletin that identifies this problem and provides a resolution to eliminating that hum. I will be implementing that as well too, so we will check back when everything is all said and done. Okay, so that's transmit. Okay, this is the lower sideband transmit test. I'm taking my baseline measurements here and marking them all down. That way I've got something to compare to after things have been changed. Okay, key the mic, got the Turner hooked up here. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, hello, 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 1 2. Let me just turn the dynamic up here a bit. 1 2 3 4, 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Actually, you can see on the MFJ they're almost peaked at about 20. So I'd say that's a little too high. I'll back that down to what it should be. Don't want to be overheating things or blowing them up. Let me hook up the signal generator and we'll see how it does on receive. There's my settings on the signal generator, and as we can hear on the radio, it's picking it up. Let's go take a look at it. So that is a 100 microvolt signal at 30% modulation, and we can see, looking at the left meter there, that that's just a little under S5, and that should be an S9. So some adjustments need to be done regarding that. Or could be one of the weak electrolytics. I will find that out. Okay. Oh, of course, I have, if you're doing this at home, don't want to be blowing up or accidentally keying your transmitter into your signal generator. So if we take a look, I just have pins 2 and 3 shorted there so I can hear the audio and no accidental chance of keying the microphone. Okay, let's start doing some replacements and see how we can make some improvements. Okay, I'm at my soldering station here. Got the covers off. Take a quick peek inside. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the easy stuff over here in the power supply, and this 3300 35 volt, and also this one here. They'll be easy to get at on the other side, so I'll start off with those, get warmed up, and then I'll start tackling the main board. So we got a number there to do. I'll be using my electrolytic capacitor kits that I build and provide for you on eBay. Find me there. Okay, let's get started. Okay, we're flipped over here. The large capacitor is right there, those two leads. Let's take them out. Man, they don't build them like that anymore. Those leads were welded in there. Just 34 more to go. You'll notice, comparing the old electrolytics to the new, this is a 220 black one here, that's the new one, and the original 16 volt is almost twice the size of the new component. So the new electrolytics are better, higher voltage rating, and they're more compact. So you'll find that throughout all the electrolytics, that kind of scenario going on, where we've got a lot more room now with these new ones. Just thought I'd point that out. Well, since I'm changing the capacitors in the power supply section, I am going to implement this technical bulletin 1227. So this bulletin, back in the day, it actually looks like November of 78 it was published, but reduction of AC hum on the 142. So I am going to implement it. So the executive summary is that we take this particular ground wire, remove it from this location, pass it through one of these holes here, come up from the other side, and tap into the negative of the main electrolytic here, the one I just put in, the new one. So that is that technical bulletin. Not complicated, but I know on this machine I noticed a little bit of hum on there, so hopefully that'll solve that. Alright, let me flip this over and let's just start the desoldering process. So it looks like that lead there I'll desolder and then tap into there. That wire barely even makes it. Okay, we're just about coming up to the end of this section. Just wanted to point out things in review. I have removed that ground wire. I have fed it in through the chassis and have it tapped into this electrolytic. And the results are positive. As we can see, it's on. Listen carefully. Nothing, no hum. Beautiful. Simple jumper change makes a big difference on the audio. Alright, moving on, I will be replacing all the other electrolytics on the main board here, and when we come back in part 3, hopefully you'll join me. I'll show you that and we'll be able to move on.